gonna show you how to lose belly fat faster than you thought possible and with less effort. I'm not gonna sell you anything. The wild world of YouTube has videos everywhere telling you how to lose belly fat to buy their programs, but I think that most people just overcomplicate it. Hi, my name is Nick and I'm an elite performance specialist for elite teams and world-class athletes. And in this video, I'll show you the #1 exercise that I use to lose a ton of belly fat in just 4 weeks. And it's the same strategy that I use with world-class athletes to prepare for a big competition. And then I'm going to show you the solution to your next problem, which is to keep it off and then build more muscle. A few years ago, I had to lose belly fat fast. You see, I just had 4 weeks until I had to compete for my new German triathlon team in the first Bundesliga in Germany, and I had spent all winter at the local bakery after every single morning practice. And just as much as I wanted to perform at my best, I wanted to look great in the pictures. I mean, I'm just as narcissistic as everyone else. So let me show you what I did wrong in the past, because if I did not understand this, then nothing that I could have done would have worked. And I think it's gonna be something that you struggle with a lot too. So this glass of water is all of your energy spent throughout the day. If we use me as a representation of the amount of calories we burn in a day, me being around 175 pounds or 80 kilograms, 48 kilograms or 60% of the calories that I burn today will be at rest. So if you want to burn a significant amount of calories, you can do so while sleeping or watching TV, just breathing and living your life. Now this glass represents the non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is also known as NEAT. This is your walking or standing or moving. Basically all exercise that's not planned. If you just move more and get your steps up during the day, then this will increase. This glass represents the amount of calories you burn on a day that you train. But keep in mind that if you only train every other day, then that 10% would be only 5%. The last couple of percentages are from the thermogenic effect of eating, which is the amount of calories we burn through digestion, where a high protein diet will burn slightly more calories. So as you can see, if you want to lose belly fat fast, then the #1 tool you have in your arsenal is to use glass 1 and 2. So being in a calorie deficit and getting your daily activities up will beat any exercise that I can show you in this video. However, there's one type of exercise that I used and that we always use with professional athletes, simply because it's the easiest to implement. It costs almost no energy and it has like virtually 0 risk of injury. And it's this: walking. Walking more steps per day is the easiest way to burn more calories, and it's the way that I dropped 2% of body fat in just 4 weeks. I also got to go long walks with my girlfriend at night instead of just watching TV, which is one of the best things that we ever did. However, once you get your belly fat off, there's one more thing you need to do to actually keep it off, and it's much simpler than you think. So let me ask you this: when you plan to buy a new iPhone, do you just go down there on launch day and then just pay whatever they ask you to? I sure hope not. And just as you hopefully check your bank account to make sure that you have the budget to buy this phone, then you can do the same thing with your fitness goals. You see, the simple act of weighing yourself every single day will allow you to keep progress over time, to see what's happening with your body. And with the smart scales today that just connects directly to your phone, it's easier than ever. If you see the scale go down over time, there's a good chance that you're losing some fat. Maybe a little bit of muscle, but hopefully most fat. And if you see the weight go up, there's a good chance that you're gaining fat. Hopefully more muscle than fat, but there's a good chance that you're heading in that direction. If your weight stays within ±2 kilograms or 5 pounds, then it's probably just water fluctuation. So look at your scale, look in the mirror, and adjust accordingly. It is so simple. This act alone will make you reach your fitness goals so much faster and so much easier. Just remember not to judge your health or self-image just based on the weight. But there is still an extremely important note to make here. For some reason, some of you watching this don't feel like you can be accepted in life unless you have a six-pack. When I was a pro triathlete, I had a constant low self-esteem because I was carrying a bit more belly fat than anyone else on the team. But guess what? I slept well, I performed well, and I ended up beating most of them anyway. The few times in my life where I got down to a body fat percentage of 8% or lower, I was just tired and sick. And let me tell you a secret: my life didn't change at all. No one complimented me, and I don't think that anyone even noticed. And so many fitness influencers online want to sell you their program by saying that belly fat is this certain type of stubborn fat and they know exactly how to get rid of it. But let me tell you this, most fitness influencers that we want to emulate, well, they have the top 1% of genetics, or they're taking something in their oatmeal that you should not be taking. In the end, beyond a certain point where you'll be healthy, you'll look great in clothes and you'll feel amazing, then you have to decide for yourself if it's really worth it to go that extra mile just to get rid of that last bit of belly fat. I'm sure a lot of you hope that I had this one magic pill that make you lose belly fat overnight, but the truth is there's only one thing that really matters, and it's this. When you go to sleep at night, ask yourself if you did anything that you could to get closer to your goals, and more importantly, if you had a great day. If the answer is yes, you don't need to lose belly fat. You've already won. But there's actually one thing that will make it a lot easier to burn fat and build muscle, and it's the first thing I prescribe to any athlete I work with. And the best thing is, you can start using it today. So to make sure you're equipped to outperform all your friends, you can watch this video right here while I show you the #1 performance enhancer in the world. And the best thing is, it's legal and it has no side effects.